Go ahead and start.
The heat of the day lay oppressively upon the hill Golgotha. It could not dim the enthusiasm of the rabble who came to gaze upon the crucified King of the Jews. It smoldered in the breasts of the soldiers who reviled and spat upon the wounded feet of the one whose eyes their own could not meet. It burned pitilessly into the pain-shadowed eyes of the Savior, and beneath the biting crown of thorns his hair clung to his head in wet tendrils, and the agony of his soul, those who would not have his love caused drops of blood to flow from his tortured body upon the ground beneath. Far over the heads of the dense throng that face of supernal beauty scanned the heights of Jebus, where rose the massive grandeur of the city of David. Below lay the deep vale of Jehoshaphat, threaded by the silvery Kidron, and nearby the olive-groved garden of Gethsemane, where but a few hours before he had knelt and prayed. Wearily the thorn-crowned head fell forward upon his breast, and the dying eyes bent once more on the ground at the foot of the cross. There, upspringing from the ugly earth, mingled with the spittle of the cursing soldiers, bloomed a pure white lily, its waxen curled petals lifted to the face of the divine sacrifice, its fragrance breathing forth the cool, sweet promise of resurrection. Suddenly, the hot midday sun was obscured by a breathless darkness. For a moment all life seemed suspended in stillness. Then a wind arose with awful force, whistling among the caverns of the hills, and rending the cries of frightened hosts upon the ground. There, upspringing from the ugly earth, mingled with the spittle of the cursing soldiers, bloomed a pure white lily, its waxen curled petals lifted to the face of the divine sacrifice, its fragrance breathing forth the cool, sweet promise of resurrection. Suddenly the hot midday sun was obscured by a breathless darkness. For a moment all life seemed suspended in stillness. Then a wind arose with awful force, whistling among the caverns of the hills, and rending the cries of frightened hosts upon the air. Now, amid the tumult, the dying Savior cries out in terrible agony, "Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit." And at the foot of the cross, the lily gleamed with supernatural whiteness against the midnight blackness of the day. When at last the daylight came again, those who had killed the King of the Jews saw no trace of human suffering upon the divine face. Only a peace surpassing all their understanding rested there, a fulfilled peace, unutterably sweet, never to be erased from the hearts of those who saw it. Today, down from the far bright realm of eternity, our King looks upon the hearts of men. There, blooming amid the muck and turmoil of human suffering, he finds in the waxen white lily of every soul the hope of resurrection, the promise of resurrection.
That was fabulous the way that comes out.
Yeah.